What's up, everyone? Bonus Eventus here, going over our March 7th trade where we made a 152% profits on SPY 403 puts. Here's how we did it. First things first, we're looking at SPY pre-market. As you can see, it was up a little bit from the prior day's close, but it was trending downwards. Now, if we look at the monthly chart here, why do we pick puts? This is just a classic, inverse hammer or type of candle. So we're really looking to the put side on this. And that's the idea. It was also opening at a pretty significant resistance level, 404.64 roughly. And so that's what we were looking at. And so we were going to get puts and try this out for the day. So as you can see above, we loaded this whole thing live from our Discord with the exact trading plan of what we're going to do. We said we were going to get 403 puts right at the open, and that's what we did. So I'm going to zoom in on this for a second here. So we entered right here, got in at $1.19, which is decent. Low in this open was $1.14 roughly. We did see this nice little move down, but it failed to break this 404 area. So that was some concern there. But it was what was within our risk tolerance. We could have seen a range. As long as it didn't break above this 404.6, the trade was still fine. Now the low right here was $1.03, so that was still within our risk parameters. If it had broken probably $1, we would have looked at selling, or broken this 404.6 area, then we would have sold, but was still within risk tolerance. And the high here was $1.28, $1.30 roughly. But we wanted to see a bigger move, and that's exactly what happened. We just had to be a little patient. Now, this big red candle, huge. So this came out on news from Powell saying interest rates were going to go higher than expected. And so that's why we see this huge sell-off here. We did end up selling right here on this candle. Right when it broke this 401 area, sold at $3. Because that's just where I thought this thing was going to stop. And this was also a significant support area. Next would be, 400.8 and then 400.5. So this is all pretty significant. And as you can see, it did bounce off of this area. A lot of buyers stepped in, and then it bounced up here back to 403. We ended up selling here for 152% profits. Now, one thing I'm going to point out, actually first what we'll do is we'll go over why we picked these areas. So as you can see here, based on these candles here, this is why we had that big chunk of support area. And so that's why we ended up selling. It was just too risky to keep holding on to our position at that point. And booking 152% profits is solid. But if we look at SPY after, for the rest of the day, it did have this little bounce and then a reversal, bounce, and then reversal. Now, you could have held on to this whole thing, but would not have been good trading etiquette. And here's why. So we sold at 3, and the high here was 3 point, I don't remember where it was, 3.4 or something like that. But when it reversed back down to here, ended up being $1.29 for the low. So you would have given up all that profits potentially if you had held on through this whole thing. Now you could have sold here and rebought back in at this point, which would have been a nice trade, but always take profits when you're going to hit a significant support or resistance area. So that's the trade that we did. SPY 403 puts, bought in at $1.19, sold at $3 for 152% profits. And as you can see above, all alerted live from our Discord. So like, comment, subscribe, join our Discord so you can follow the exact same trades that we do, and we will catch you on the next video.